So right now I'm going to show you my today's game. Today we played round number 3 of the World Chess Olympiad 2024, and we played, my team, Kyrgyzstan team, played against the team of Lithuania. I think that all our opponents were higher rated. I think they're all title. I don't remember, but I think that they are all title players, and definitely they are all higher rated. I played against. She's a wait a second. She's a women international master, right? My opponent, my today's opponent. Her rating is not super high, but yeah, she was playing on the first board, and if I'm not mistaken, if I understand correctly, and according to her name, she's Ukrainian. So probably some time ago she moved from the Ukrainian Federation to this federation, and now she represents this country. Let me show you how we played and how it was. So she started with d4, and the first move I played was e6. I didn't play f5. I started with e6. So I didn't mind her to play e4, but I knew that I felt that she would not play e4, because I think that she's not an e4 player, and I don't think that she would prefer to play the French defense, and I was ready to play the French defense. So, but no, she played knight f3, I play f5, g3, knight f6, bishop g2. I was preparing for the game, so at least I could remember some theory, not so many moves, but at least some. So I played d6, knight c3, knight e4, queen c2, knight takes, queen takes. So I think that this is all theory. And I played a5. I was not sure, but I think that, like, sure and not sure at the same time. But as far as I could remember, a5 is the right move. And actually, yes, computer is saying that a5 is the first line. Yeah, because I think that by playing a5 you stop white pushing b4 and creating some play on the queen side. And yeah, so I played this move. She played b3, bishop f6. Actually, this is the right move. This is the first line. Bishop b2, knight c6. Wow, okay, again, first line. I played this move. She played queen d2, and I played queen e8. It is recommended by the engine. The first line is e5. e5 was already possible. e5 was already possible here, and I saw some games when I was preparing today in the morning. I saw some games, reviewed some games, and yeah, I probably saw some positions like this. So e5 here was already possible. So for example, if I play, so let's check what will happen if she takes. If she takes, then I'm taking with this pawn, and she can play rook a to d1, computer is saying, for example. Then, for example, takes. Well, it's not me, it's computer saying queen takes d2. Queen takes d2, knight takes d2. Why knight takes d2? Why not rook takes d2? Because of e4. Because e4 attacking here, attacking here maybe. So yeah, well, I think that this is a standard position, standard plan for the Dutch defense. But I didn't play e5. I think that I didn't want much to get a position like this. And I played queen e8. In fact, my first idea was to play queen e7. But then I decided to play queen e8. I saw that as far as I remember, they usually play queen e8 in the Dutch defense, because from e8 it can move to g6 or h5. and I decided to put my queen on e8 instead of e7. Computer is saying that queen e7 is just slightly better, but the difference between queen e7 and queen e8, according to the engine, is very little. So I play this move, and now actually computer is saying that queen e8 is an inaccuracy, and given quite a big plus, so quite big plus, I mean plus 0.72 to white. So seems like e5 was the best move. Let me quickly check. So what computer will say if I play queen e7? Yes, again giving some advantage to white, and also marking this move queen e7 as an inaccuracy. Okay, I played this move and she played d5. I thought that d5 is not very dangerous because after d5 I thought that I can play even knight e5, but then when I started thinking about this move, I didn't like knight d4. And yes, computer is saying that knight d4 is the best move here. There is some pressure on my pawn on d6. Her bishop is really good, and my knight is it's not, seems like it's not the right place for my knights. I don't know, f4 can be played at some point or not, and then I will need to decide where to put my knight. So I realized that because I thought that, okay, if she plays d5, I have a couple of options. I can play knight e5 or I can play knight d8. But when she played d5, I realized that knight e5 is not actually such a good move, and I played knight d8. So she took, and computer is recommending to take bishop on b2 first. Bishop takes, queen takes, and knight takes e6. But I decided to take knight because I couldn't feel the difference. If there is a difference between knight takes e6 immediately or taking this bishop on b2 first, like I couldn't really feel that, and I just decided to play knight takes e6. She played knight d4, and I think that she played this move relatively fast. And probably here I started realizing maybe that, well, my position is not probably that great, but at the same time, it's not that bad, maybe. Knight takes d4 or bishop takes d4 are first two lines. I decided to take with bishop to get rid of this knight, because I really didn't like the idea of knight b5. If she plays knight b5, my pawn is already on a5. I cannot play a6, and then from b5 she will be attacking this pawn on c7. c6 will also not be possible because my pawn on d6 will be hanging. I thought that this bishop will, this knight will cause a lot of problems, can cause some problems for me. That's why I decided not to take, or I decided to take this knight with my bishop. Well, I don't know. And I decided to push f4. I thought, oh, okay, yes, I'm giving her pair of bishops advantage, but at the same time, take, and I push f4. But I create some activity on the king side. And my knight is not, my bishop is still passive. Yeah, my bishop on c8 is passive, but I need to keep it there because it protects my pawn on b7. But I was like more or less happy with my knight on e6. So I played f4. The engine recommends to take on d4. Knight takes d4, queen takes d4. This is the first line. Knight takes, queen takes, and queen e5. In fact, I was also thinking about it, but I don't know why I decided not to play. But seems like actually not bad. But what if queen takes, one of your rooks go to d1? But I just play c6, and what about rook d6? After this move, computer is given even little minus. Because king f7, and yes, my bishop is passive, but this bishop doesn't let white rook to go to d7. And now when there are no queens on the board, my king can start moving king f7, king e7, and then maybe, or even bishop e6 immediately, but no, king e7, bishop e6, rook d8, something like this. So, oh my god, actually this was possible. So queen e5, and I think that I looked at this move, but I didn't analyze. I didn't like take. I didn't take this move seriously somehow. I pushed f4. Computer is saying that f4 is good, but given white plus 0.70. Bishop b2. Queen g6. King h1. And I played queen h6. I was actually quite happy with this move. But no, computer doesn't really like it. Computer is recommended to take on g3. Probably the reason why computer didn't like it, actually, you know, I can say that my position got worse after just a couple of moves. After 2 moves, my position suddenly got worse. Computer is recommending to take on g3. This is the first line, f takes g3, f takes g3, rook e8. Or a4, or a4 is the second line, or queen h6. Queen h6 is a third line. It is +1 for white already. I have a question for you, chat. Don't read the chat. I mean, if you want to solve this puzzle yourself, try to answer my question. I mean, if it is black to play, how would you play if it is black to play? So actually, by playing queen h6, I created a threat, and black to play in this position. In fact, it is white to play, but if it is black to play, how would you play? Yeah, that's right, that's right. Very nice puzzle rush tactics. Yeah, there is a threat. It's f3, and the thing is that I cannot move. I cannot show you because it's actually white to play right now. But for example, if white makes some stupid move, f3, I'm attacking the bishop, and queen on d2 is hanging. So if queen takes, then I have an intermediate move. It's pawn takes on g2 with check, and king has to take, and then I'm taking back the queen, and I'm piece up. Position is a bit weird. I have bad pawns, but it's anyway. It's I'm piece up. So yeah, this was a little threat. Of course, she saw this. And I think that not only I'm threatening to push f3, I was also thinking to play rook f5. Rook f5 is rook h5 idea, is this idea. But she played, she found a good move, she played a good move. I'm surprised that computer is not recommending this move. Computer is saying to play rook a to d1. Actually, I was also expecting this move. To put rook here to protect the queen. So now if she plays rook a to d1, f3 is not a threat anymore. It's actually a bad move because bishop can just take, queen on d2 will be protected. Also, computer is recommending g takes f4 or bishop f3, but she played bishop e4. By playing this move, there is no f3 threat anymore. F3 is not a good move, and also I cannot play rook f5. Rook f7, a4, or knight c5 is recommended. I played knight c5. Now she gives check, and now I play bishop e6. And she played rook g1. And I see that I'm surprised because computer is given a little advantage to white, but not that huge. But the right move here right now is bishop takes d5. Bishop takes d5, queen takes d5. I'm going to show you bishop takes d5, queen takes d5. Not like this, not like this because of g takes f4. And look at my pawn. My pawn on g7 is hanging. Yeah, but instead queen e6. But wait a second, I probably saw this. I probably was thinking about this move. But what if I take I mean, what if she takes, I take, and if she takes like this, then I can just take with my rook, because pawn on g7 is protected by the knight. And actually white is slightly worse right now. Why I didn't see this? Bishop takes. Just let me please check again. Bishop takes, queen takes. Yes, this is the only best move. And queen e6. And just queen e6. If queen moves, for example, queen to d4, attacking my pawn. Rook f7, but it's not so good. The best is queen e4, giving check. So she seems like she has to take. I'm taking. Now pawn on f2 is hanging. f3 can be played. Knight c5 back. G takes f4. Attacking pawn on g7, g6, and so on. But it is normal position. It is possible to continue playing. And oh my god, why I didn't think about it? I saw that no, I was not. I didn't think that like I'm losing already, but I was thinking that I got into some problems. I have problems, and I played this move. And computer is saying that this is a blunder. It's not just a mistake or inaccuracy, it's a blunder. c6. I knew that because when I played c6, I was ready to sacrifice this pawn on d6, because after bishop takes c6, I decided to take with knight and to give this pawn on d6, because if to take with queens and she takes on f4, attacking my pawn on g7, I didn't want to let her open this g file. Actually, when I played c6, I realized one thing, but probably this thing didn't work, because I don't see computer recommending this move. I saw that maybe right now bishop takes g7 is possible. I understood. I saw that after bishop takes g7, the only move is queen takes g7. But this is bad because of g takes f4. This is bad, and I'm losing the queen. She sacrificed a minor piece, and she will sacrifice. She will give her a rook. But she's winning the queen, and my king will be in the center of the board. And I don't have even... I thought that, oh, maybe I have bishop g4, and after h3 or f3, I will play h5, and somehow there will be a mess on the board. But no, bishop g4 is not possible, because my bishop is pinned. So I'm just losing the queen. But in fact, after bishop takes g7, I can take it with the king. Somehow I didn't think about it. But she didn't play bishop takes g7. She didn't play this move. Yeah. Instead, she took on e6. As I said, I didn't want to take with my queen because of g takes f4, and she will be attacking my pawn on g7. So I took with the knight, and I thought that, okay, I'm losing this pawn on d6, but maybe I will have some counter attack. Maybe I will have some activity at least. Maybe my rook on a8 will finally start playing. Yeah, computer is saying that this queen takes d6 is not that great. But the right move here was f3. And the bad thing is that, the sad thing is that I was also thinking about this move, f3. Why I didn't play this move? f3 is the first line. I was thinking about this move, but why I changed my mind? Why I didn't play it? I cannot even answer this question right now, why I decided not to play this move. There was a reason for that, but what was the reason? What is the reason? I didn't play. I decided to play rook a to d8. I was thinking that bishop takes g7 is possible again, but probably not possible, and now I know the reason why. Because after bishop takes g7, if I take with a queen, not only g takes f4. No, g takes f4 is not possible because queen is hanging, but she takes on e6, and and then I guess she takes on f4. So so queen takes g7 is not good, knight takes g7 is very, very bad because of queen takes h6, but king takes g7 is possible. So when I played here, she played queen e5. f3 was again possible, or f takes g3 is actually the first line, but the difference between these two moves in the evaluation is very little. I played f takes g3, queen takes g3, and I played some stupid move. I was in time trouble, unfortunately, again, and I played not a very good move. In fact, when I was like a couple of moves ago, when I was thinking about it, when I was calculating, I was thinking that, okay, I'm sacrificing this pawn on d6, but I will have some active rook on the d file. I will play rook d8. And when I got this position, I understood that rook d2 is not possible because of bishop c1. And now my rook is pinned, and I'm just losing an exchange or even more. So I understood that rook d2 is not possible, and just couldn't find anything. But like something like rook f7 was possible, was fine. I played rook f5, and she played rook a to d1. And I realized that to take on d1, possible, but risky. Yes, the good thing is that at least there is no rook on the g file, and there is not that much pressure on my pawn on g7. But the bad thing is that I have no rooks on the 8th rank, and some queen b8 can be played, some rook d7 can be played. And I felt that this is not good for me. So I didn't take it. And I also felt that if I play rook e8 or rook f8, she can play rook d6 or rook d7. From d7, she will put pressure on my pawn on f7. From d6, she will put again pressure on my knight and more pressure on my pawn on g7. So when I got this position, I realized that I'm losing. I'm just losing control, losing game, and I returned back to f8, and then she played rook d6, and I thought that, okay, yes, I lost time. I played rook f5, and then I played rook f8, but it didn't help me much because she played this rook d6 move anyway. And now she's just threatening to take on e6. And if queen takes g7, checkmate. And I don't know, I couldn't find anything. So I took this rook takes d6, queen takes d6. And as I found out when I finished the game, that there was a move to there was a move to which could help me not to lose immediately, and this move is g5. But I don't know how such a move can come to someone's mind, not mine at least. How is it possible to play g5? Oh, it is a recommendation of the engine. It's, by the way, this move is not winning, I'm just not losing immediately. White still has plus 1.76 after g5. But this is just, this looks so horrible. But I mean, after the move I played, I lost. I resigned. Not with 30 seconds left, and not I don't know, not in this life I would play g5. And what about queen e5? Okay, this is just one check. But I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find this g5 move, and I just couldn't find anything else. I played this queen h3, which is a horrible move. It is a blunder, but as I said, I just couldn't find anything else. If I make some stupid move like this, again, it is possible to take on e6. I think it is also possible to take on g6, because queen cannot take, yeah, queen e6, and then rook takes g7. Knight cannot take because queen will be hanging, and now king cannot take because rook is protecting this bishop. So So g5 was possible, rook f7 was probably possible, but it's still very, very bad. I played this move. I knew that what was coming next from my opponent, and yeah, this is just really bad. And well, she took on e6. Yeah, queen takes e6 is brilliant, but it's not very complicated, right? Because so she's giving check, she's sacrificing her queen, she's giving check, attacking my queen. So the only move is to take, but then she takes on g7, king h8, and rook g6, and I resigned.